Welcome back to yet another edition of Pro Tips Betting. It's been a week of Easter vacation for me, so it's time to go right back at it and start slam dunking in those two odds safe bets. Today, Tuesday, 23rd of April, we have 7 games in focus here. Starting right off with Tottenham versus Brighton in the Premier League. Sorry, just adjusting the microphone a bit there. And as we can see here, there are of course some injuries with Tottenham. Lloris, Lamela, Kane, Sissoko and Aurier. Nothing too big on the Brighton side. Checking the table. Tottenham are of course fighting for this top 4th, sorry, drag this down here, this top 4th position, and Brighton are still actually fighting for survival in the league. So this might be a tough game for Tottenham, but I really think they should win this game. Checking the last 5, we can see that Tottenham has 2 losses and 3 wins. While Brighton has 4 losses and 1 draw. Last time the teams met, it was a 2-1 Tottenham victory, and the game before that was last season, ended up 1-1. I do though believe again today that Tottenham will win this game, but it could be a close one, and predictions for this one is 2-1, 2-0, something like that, Tottenham. Just checking the odds as well. Tottenham are odds to 128, so actually really low, and would maybe prefer playing this one as a live bet and wait for the odds to be up to at least 140. But again, Tottenham should absolutely win the game, but I don't know if this 128 is safe enough to bring on further to the safe bet slip. Next game, Watford versus Southampton. Some players out for both teams, nothing huge. Dini maybe. These standings here, Watford on a 8th position and Southampton on a 16th. And will probably need a couple of more points just to be sure they don't relegate. And Watford on a 8th, like I said, with 49, pretty much nothing to play for, done for the season. Even though the 7th place position might be big in Europa play. Predictions for this one: a draw game, very open game. Also see the last 5 here, where Watford has 3 wins and 2 losses, and the same with Southampton. Last time the teams met, it was a 1-1 draw. Again, I do predict a draw here yet again today. Just again doing some notes on my papers here. Over to Netherlands, we have Ajax versus Vitesse. Ajax, of course, huge favorites in this game. They are leading the table right now. A draw first place with both teams, PSV and Ajax, on 77 points. And Vitesse are pushing right under them on a 6th position with 47 points. Of course, again here, they do want to win to stay in this top 7 position. Checking the head-to-head though, Ajax with 4 wins, 1 draw, and Vitesse with 1 win and 4 draws. Last time the teams met, Ajax won 4-0. Before that, last season, Vitesse won the game 3-2. Do predict again that Ajax are the most hungry of the teams and want to take the first place for themselves. And I do absolutely favor Ajax, but again, odds on only 120 is maybe a bit low here, but they should absolutely win it. Then we are going over to Spain. Huesca versus Eibar. Some players out for Eibar, as you can see on screen. Check the head-to-head. Last 5, Huesca 4 draws, 1 loss, and Eibar 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 win. Eibar won the last game between the teams 2-0, and Huesca won before that 2-1. Checking the standings as well, we can see that Huesca are pretty much already relegated. Might be their last shot in this one to get some points to try to survive this season. And Eibar are more or less secure from relegation. So very open game, this one. I would give a slight advantage to Eibar just because the relegation position. I see the bookmakers though have Huesca as favorites on 220. I do believe again that this will be a very open game, and Eibar just might win it, but for me this is a draw on a high output bet slip. Draw 360. Over to the next one, Valladolid versus Girona. Some players out for both teams here. Checking the standings. Valladolid on relegation with 32 points, and Girona with 34 points, almost relegated as well. So 2 teams fighting to survive this game. Valladolid 2 losses and 3 draws the last 5, while Girona has straight 5 losses in the last 5. Last time the teams met, Girona and Valladolid was a 0-0 game, and the game before that was back to 2017, where Girona won 2-1. Predictions for this one though is a draw game yet again, even though Valladolid are in better form, so they could take this one. Checking the odds here as well. See, Bet365 has Valladolid as favorites on 240. I'm between either a home or a draw in this one. And check also on Unibet for the double chance, of course. Valladolid, Girona. A double chance play here pays out 140 for a home or a draw. 140 for a home or a draw on the Valladolid versus Girona game. Home or draw. Also, Barcelona is playing today versus Alaves. Barcelona, I believe, have won the league play already, and Alaves is still actually pushing for a top 7 Europa placement here. So this might be a tougher game than you actually think. Another thing is that you have to check the lineups on the Barcelona team before doing anything with this one. Going straight down here, we can see Barcelona won the last game 3-0, and the game before that 2-1. Barcelona, of course, good form, 4 wins, 1 draw, while Alaves has 3 losses and 2 draws. Absolutely a game Barcelona should win yet again here, but odds on only 136, and you don't know about the lineups, so recommendation here, at least stay away from the game until you see who is playing. Or of course give the game 20 minutes into the live bet and take it from there. Again, a game where Barcelona should win, but check the lineups, and the league is already won. Next and last one from the Norwegian Eliteserien here in Norway. Odd versus Viking. Again, as I've been saying the last times about the Norwegian Premiership, they have just started really. Viking and Odd here have played 3 matches only. You can check the last 5. This is then included some friendly games. Odd 4 wins and 1 draw, and Viking 4 wins and 1 loss. Last time they played was a 1-1 game, and the game before that was a 2-0 victory to Viking. Predictions today: a draw, paying 4 in odds. Draw and 4 in odds on the Norwegian Eliteserien. Alright, that's it for the games here today. My bets will be on screen in just a moment. And as always, remember to subscribe to the YouTube and the Twitter channel. Also now an Instagram channel is up for the latest betting tips and news. We also have the Discord community going on. New users every day there. Links in description of the video. And the last thing, is of course the spreadsheet, where you also can find my safe bet slips betting history. Sadly, the one in April hasn't started too well. Been on a little break now though, so we'll hope it picks up and will look something like the March one, where we only had 1 loss. Alright, so good luck with your bets today, guys, and have a nice day. See you in the next one.